Hi there, everyone. This is Camille Harris, owner of Camille Marie Coaching. I did a poll in the last week and a half asking what people preferred for their summer schedules when they're home with kids. They prefer more routine in place and structure, or just however, every day is different. And the majority of people had given feedback that they actually do want some structure in place. And so that's what we're talking about today. What are the benefits of coming up with a summer schedule when you're home with your kids? And what are some really key components to put in there? So side note, I'm working from home today with my kids here because we are on summer break. So if a child walks in, then that's just mom life working from home. So first, let's talk about some of the benefits of having routine predictability. It helps kids feel safe. It helps kids feel secure. Think about when you know what to expect next for something, that helps you feel more sure, right? More certain. You know how to plan for the next thing coming up. It's the same thing with kids. It also helps set them up for success for the behaviors we want them to have, because if they know what's coming, they're better able to plan accordingly, and they don't have to adjust as much. So if you are a parent who resists a lot of structure in place and you like that more loosey-goosey stuff, at least keep in mind a really basic schedule, and we'll talk about some key components of that, but really how can that benefit your child? What are some things that get in the way of having a routine in the summertime? Well, if you're a parent that doesn't want to have a routine, that's a barrier, because you might resist that and that might feel uncomfortable for you. Another barrier might be if your days are changing all the time. I know that I don't work every single day, so my routine does change quite a bit as far as my work schedule goes, because I try to work around my family's needs. So that can be a barrier at times, to stick with a schedule and a routine. Another barrier can be if you don't have full custody of your child and they're going back and forth between your home and another parent's home. So there's different expectations your child has to be constantly accommodating to. So there are some barriers, some things that can get in the way of predictable routines, but we're going to try to talk about just some really key components and some tools for getting over some of those barriers. And one thing to keep in mind is if your child has ever been in preschool, kindergarten on up, they know what it feels like to have a routine. So this won't be anything new to them. It might be new to you, but they know what a daily routine feels like in school. And they even know what it feels like to have routines that change a little bit day to day, because some days they have PE and some days they have music and sometimes they have art. And so, but they over time get that really general idea of basic expectations of the day. So the first thing that I really recommend planning into your day is your meal times, so that your kids are not snacking all day long. So that when they're, I'm hungry, you can say, okay, well, we're having lunch at 11:45 every single day. I would recommend picking your lunchtime at home based on when your kids typically have lunch at school. So have a set breakfast time based on when they typically wake up, have a set lunchtime, and a set dinner time, and really try to adhere to those times on days you're home. Again, this can really combat that whining. It's just a really clear expectation. Okay, we're going to eat at this time.